Hey everyone, welcome to another review, and here's my review for the movie Hateful Eight. Yes, The Hateful Eight is the new Quentin Tarantino movie. Yes, I've been looking forward to this movie, and finally I got to see it. Yes, this movie stars Samuel Jackson, Kurt Russell, Walter Goggins, Bruce Dern, Jennifer Jason Leigh, Tim Roth, Michael Madsen, and Channing Tatum. Yes, and the story of The Hateful Eight is it's a western, and basically it's about Kurt Russell, who's a guy named the Hangman. He's a bounty hunter, and he captures a girl named Daisy, played by Jennifer Jason Leigh. And basically he's trying to escort her to a town so she can hang for her crimes, because she is part of a gang who, kills and steals and stuff, western kind of stuff. And while he's trying to get her to this town, he runs into a few people. He runs into Samuel Jackson, who's a Yankee soldier. He runs into Walter Goggins, who's the sheriff of the town he's going to. And when he meets these people, unfortunately a snowstorm happens, and then they have to bunk up in a cabin with other people, Tim Roth, Michael Madsen, and stuff. And of course Bruce Dern, and basically they all have to cabin up together for a couple days and wait for the storm pass. And however, there is a twist. Someone in that cabin works for Daisy and Daisy's brother, who's the leaders of the gang, and basically they're gonna try to kill everyone and get Daisy out. And so basically Kurt Russell, Sam Jackson have to figure out who this culprit is in the cabin, and in the meantime people are getting killed off and all that stuff. And yeah, that is the gist of the movie The Hateful Eight. The Hateful Eight, again, is written and directed by Quentin Tarantino, and I'm a big fan of Quentin Tarantino. As you saw my ranking of the Quentin Tarantino movies that I did a few months ago, watch that video. I talk about all his movies and what I think of them. All in all, I do enjoy most of Quentin Tarantino's movies. They're all very good movies. Even his weakest movies like Death Proof is still very good movies. But not all movies can be a Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs, or Django Unchained. But I was really pumped up to see this movie. It looked really good, it looked really interesting, and it was very good and it was very interesting. Is it in the strong category with Django Unchained, Reservoir Dogs, Glorious Bastards, all that shit? Is it in that category? No. It is more in the category of Death Proof and Jackie Brown. But even in weaker Quentin Tarantino movies, there's still so many great moments, and they're still great movies. Even Death Proof and Jackie Brown, even though they're weaker Tarantino movies, they're still great Tarantino movies. It's like Hateful Eight. It's a weaker Tarantino movie. It's no Kill Bill or Glorious Bastards, but it's still a great film, and I really liked this movie, The Hateful Eight. I strongly recommend it for Tarantino fans. This is not a movie for people to go see with their kids, because it's disgustingly violent. It's a Tarantino movie. All Tarantino movies are violent, but this is a movie for straight-up Tarantino fans, and people fans of, spaghetti western, overly violent westerns. It's almost like Django Unchained, but Django Unchained has a better story, has better characters, and I just like Django Unchained better. That's my third favorite Tarantino movie. This is not my least favorite. This is no Death Proof. It's probably just as good as Jackie Brown. Almost a tie like Jackie Brown. This movie actually kind of has a feel like Jackie Brown meets Django Unchained, because the movie is a lot of dialogue, which I like, because all Tarantino movies have a lot of dialogue, and this movie has a lot of great and strong dialogue, and I was really entertained by this movie. Did I like every character? Not particularly, because they're all pretty unlikable, despicable characters, but the movie's called The Hateful Eight, so you're obviously supposed to hate these characters, but some were really entertaining to watch. Kurt Russell in this movie. Good to see Kurt Russell in some more movies. Fury 7, and now this one, and he's very good in this movie. I enjoyed him as the character The Hangman. He's really good. Samuel Jackson, of course, he's almost in every Tarantino movie, and he's great as always. I love Walter Goggins as the sheriff. He was really good too. Bruce Dern, Tim Roth, Michael Madsen, they all do their best in the movie. They're fine. Tim Roth is very over the top for this movie. He almost sounds like Joker from Batman the Animated Series. He's very silly, but it worked for the movie. The show stealer in this movie was Jennifer Jason Leigh as Daisy. She was fantastic in this movie. She's nominated for Supporting Actress for the Golden Globe. She'll probably get an Oscar nomination, maybe even a win. She's very good. I don't see very many performances by Jennifer Jason Leigh unless I'm watching The Spectacular Now or Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Remember that movie? And yeah, she was great in this movie. And Channing Tatum is briefly in the movie as her brother, and he's also very good. Channing Tatum in a Tarantino movie? That's like putting Jonah Hill in a Tarantino movie. Oh wait, yeah, they did that Django. It worked, and it worked for this movie, and this movie is really good. It's very slow at times. The first half hour is really gripping. You get to spend some time with Sam Jackson, Jennifer Jason Leigh, and Kurt Russell and learn about them. That's interesting. When they first get into this cabin, it gets a little slow and it really drags a bit. For about 45 minutes, it's kind of boring. It's not really interesting. Like, they talk about things, but they're not things that I find interesting or even remotely entertaining. The first half hour, yes, it has all dialogue, but it's interesting dialogue. I was really invested with the characters. Even though they were pretty unlikable, I still enjoyed them. When they're in the cabin, when they first get into the cabin, it kind of drags, and I just wasn't very interested, and I'm like, I hope this movie picks up soon, because it's kind of getting boring. But then it does, and it delivers the goods. It gets awesome. It gets really freaking good. Like, amazing. It went from really boring to incredibly amazing. It was really well done. Shit happens. I will not spoil what happens, but it's a shocker, and, like, there's some pretty good twists. There were some things I did see coming, but there were other things I'm like, whoa. And it was really well done. And when the action does happen, it doesn't happen until, like, an hour and a half into the movie. But when it does happen, it's the typical great Tarantino action we all know and love. It's bloody, it's gory, it's a lot of fun to watch, and this movie is a lot of fun to watch, especially in the last, like, hour of the movie. It's so good, it's so entertaining. You have no idea what's going to happen next, and the story kind of jumbles a bit, and it works so well. Yes, it mementoed us, even though a lot of movies do the memento thing, but it kind of worked for this movie, and it was very well done. The first half hour was good, and the last hour was good. I guess the middle 45 minutes is a little slow, but it's worth it to get to the last hour because it's so freaking good. Like I said, the performances were all really strong. Yes, Tim Roth was a bit cartoony, but everyone did a good job. I like seeing all these old actors in movies together. You don't see much of Tim Roth and Michael Madsen and Kurt Russell, and they were good to see. I enjoyed seeing them. Bruce Dern has been making some movies lately, so it wasn't that much of a shock to see him, but he was great. And Jennifer Jason Leigh, like I said, she stole the movie, and I really loved Samuel Jackson in this movie too. The action was great, and it was just a good story. It was simple, but good. And the writing, of course, this is Tarantino's writing. It's always got some great gripping and kind of has some funny dialogue in this movie, and he wrote really well done characters and really clever dialogue at times, and yes, his direction was also very well done. The shots were also very good, too. There was some great cinematography in this movie, and the score was really good. Had a pretty good soundtrack. So, all in all, I really, really liked The Hateful Eight. I think The Hateful Eight is a very good movie, and I think people should see it. Is it the best Tarantino movie? No, not even close, but it's still a good movie, and I recommend The Hateful Eight. It's a good movie. Oh yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give the movie The Hateful Eight an 8 out of 10. So yeah, it's a good movie. Check it out. It's really good. You'll enjoy yourself. So yeah, that was my review of the movie The Hateful Eight. So yeah, in the comment section below, please tell me, what is your favorite Quentin Tarantino movie? Comment below, let me know, what is your favorite Quentin Tarantino movie? Mine is Pulp Fiction, obviously, but if I don't say the obvious, Pulp Fiction, Django Unchained. I do like Django Unchained. I wish this movie was like Django Unchained. Django Unchained was way better, but that is like my other favorite Quentin Tarantino movie. But what is your favorite Quentin Tarantino movie? Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like this video, please like and subscribe to this channel and join the dark side.